Come again to another video, and yes, I just could not resist not making that intro. The similarities are quite familiar. Anyway, this is loot from 20k crystal bow charges at Saradomin, in which I was quite lucky. First and foremost, the starting KC is at 250 with only a Sara sword and a God sword shard before these kills. And also, this is all done solo and not with anyone. As for the gear I used, it is roughly 60 mil in total, with the crystal armor being approximately 30 mil. And the accessories at 25 mil. When trying this with crystal gear, I suggest taking a Ring of Suffering instead of the Archer's Ring due to low defense of the armor, and an Anguish necklace for massive damage boost. But if you're low on cash or cleaned, a Glory or any other ring will do. Regarding the supplies, it cost me around 200k each trip, with the bulk of the expense going in Zulra scales. Yet the upside with this gear is not using any ammunition. For example, Dragon Bolts if you're using an Armadil crossbow or any other method. Now this was crucial for me when I decided to make this video, if not to get 40 kill count each trip or to get ecumenical keys. And at first everyone was suggesting of gathering the keys each time, which they had a point. But the amount of PKers camping the wilderness dungeon was too damn much. Now I'm not saying anything bad about PKers, or rather PJers. Anyone in the wilderness is fair game regardless of carried wealth, but still at some point you have to get tired of getting 10k splits. Anyway, so I decided to get 40kc each time, killing the spiritual majors whenever I could, which in the end they mitigated the expense cost for quite a lot due to Dragon Boots drop. Also gotten very lucky when killing these. The only downside is the use of the blowpipe and its cost, but nothing can match its speed, taking between 4 minutes to 5-6 minutes for 40 kill count. Also, when using this gear, the ammo slot can be filled with any parchment scroll to protect from the minions, mostly Saradomin ones. Personally, I use the Saradomin scroll and Zemi boots. Now onto the boss. This was by far the luckiest run ever when camping a boss for this long. Firstly, a slight background requirement. To access the Saradomin area within, you need 70 agility and 2 ropes, 3 if it's your first time into the Godwars dungeon. You only need to set the ropes once, they will stay there permanently, unlike the Kalphite Queen lair. As for the agility, it cannot be boosted with anything, so you need 70 agility, non-negotiable, which was quite a pain in the ass. Yet the rewards far outweigh the effort, and I had some fun along the way, tripling my bank. When killing Ziliana, run either clockwise or anti-clockwise, whichever is comfortable to you, attacking it from a distance, also kiting it all over the room, from corner to corner, until it is dead. For this you must bring stamina potions. I usually bring around 4, because sometimes it can drop 3 super restores and 3 Saradomin brews, perfect for prolonged trips. As an example in this skill, I always start southeast of the room, and when it spawns I tag it, trailing its path southwards, towards the door. As you can see, I am protecting from melee, due to the melee minion Starlight, which in this armor can be quite accurate when it hits you, depleting your resources, so always avoid it. Once you see it's in a safe distance, switch to prayer magic and start killing it. Should it catch up to you, it can hit with melee and magic. Also the Starlight will hit too, since they blend into each other, so be careful and brew up. I forgot to mention that all of the minions have a chance to drop food, such as 3 monkfish and summer pies, which restore 10 run energy. In this clip I found the second but not last Saradomin HILT, which was awesome. Now do not take this as a guide, it is more of my strategy, so it's open to improvement. Let me know below if I forgot something. The only problem I found was during the peak times, when some of the rooms were full. Some with max gear take less time killing Ziliana, especially with the twisted bow. So instead of waiting for the respawn timer, some hop worlds, which makes sense. But if you're waiting for the respawn and the player hops in, with the twisted bow, I suggest you just hop worlds, unless you have the bow, since nothing can match it or remotely comes close to its damage at this boss. I know it kinda sucks, but it is what it is. During the making of this video, I got crashed between 8 to 10 times, so be prepared for it and just hope. It's not a big deal. Now regarding the damage of this gear, I think it's the second best at this boss, hands down, surpassing the Armadil crossbow and Dragon Bolts by far. On average a kill took me between 1 minute to 1 minute 20 seconds. Some kills were even below 55 seconds. Each trip took from 30 minutes to 40 minutes, including the kill count, and getting at least 10 kills easily. More if I got food drops. As I mentioned in the previous video, where I did 20k crystal bow charges at Zulra. By the way, check it out if you haven't already. The crystal armor and bow effect give 15% damage bonus and a massive 30% accuracy, surpassing the void armor easily, and that is why I think it's the second best, making light work of Ziliana's defense. The only downside is the low defense. Still, I think it is worth it in my opinion, sacrificing the defense for massive accuracy. Now onto the unique drops. In total I killed it 523 times and found 6 Sara swords, 1 armadillo crossbow and a whopping 3 Saradomin hilts, making bang in such a small number of kills compared to the drop rates, even though I also found 1 rune square shield, 1 rune sword and 2 Saradomin lights. As for the clue scrolls, I got 9 hard chests, totaling no more than 1 million. Still, it is nice to have the chance for unexpected third age, so cannot complain. Especially when the third hilt and crossbow were found in the last 30 kills. I even found 1 Saradomin sword from a minion while streaming, which is 1 in 5k drop. By the way, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch in the description below. In the near future, I will upgrade my PC, mainly the CPU, for much better streams, so stay tuned. Also, I really appreciate your support, and recently we just hit over 200 subs, which is incredible. Finally the 28,000 charge, almost killed it, but had to finish it off with the blowpipe. Anyways, it's time to sell everything, slightly sped up as usual. Enjoy! Finally, there it is. Total loot is at 150 mil, with the cost of the supplies at 12.6 mil, which is not too bad, and the total profit of 137 mil in just less than 550 kills. And all of this took me just 28 hours of in-game time, just casually grinding it out. The only thing I'm keeping is the armadillo crossbow, since I needed one anyway. That's the closest thing to anything involving Iron Man mode. Anyway guys, let me know what you think below. Hit the like, share with your friends and also subscribe for much more content. Should you have any ideas or just anything in general, PM me in game. Thanks for watching.